Imagine that you've been given $30 to spend from your grandma. What would you like to buy? First, you go to the grocery shop and have a look down the sweets aisle. Would you like to buy a block of chocolate for $4.85? How about a bag of lolly snakes for $3.20? If you buy both, how much money will you have left? Then you see that there's a deal for buying 2 bags of lolly snakes for $6. Is it worth buying 2 bags of lollies?
Or you could go to the toy store and buy that water pistol you've been dreaming of. Then you could squirt your sister when she's not expecting it. Wouldn't that be funny? The water pistol costs $25 and then you'd have $5 spare. If you got the water pistol, you would be able to get 2 bags of lolly snakes though. You could get the water pistol and the block of chocolate. How much money would you have left? Do you really need the lollies and the chocolate? Is the water pistol really worth it? Maybe you could put $30 into your piggy bank. Then you could save up to buy your Nintendo DS. How much money do you need to save? So what does it mean to be numerate? Some of you might think that maths is too hard, or maybe you think that it's boring. But did you know that maths is everywhere around us, just like when you go shopping? Being numerate means that you can apply all those skills and strategies and formulas that you've learned into the real world. It means that you can solve a variety of problems using your math skills. Being numerate means that you can use mathematics in all subject areas at school and at home and when you go shopping. If you're numerate, you could work out what you could buy with $30. You could think about how much money you'd have spare to buy something else. You could think about all the specials and discounts and calculate how much money you'd save. With the money you save, you could buy something else. You could use your awesome numeracy skills to consider different advertisements. Think about when you've seen a sign that says up to 50% off. What does this actually mean? Does it mean everything is 50% off? Actually, maybe there's only one thing that's actually 50% off, and all the other sale items are less than 50% off. If you're numerate, you'd be able to understand all these tricks that companies do to trick you into buying things.
So what happens with all the packaging from the chocolate and lollies that you bought? Or maybe you chose to buy the water pistol, but because it was cheap, it broke in a couple of months' time. So what do you do with it? All of the rubbish goes into your bin, which then gets collected by the garbage truck, which then goes to a place with everyone else's rubbish. And it goes into the landfill because it cannot be recycled, which then leads to a big build-up of rubbish, which then causes greenhouse gases, which affects the environment that we live in. Let's pause. Did you know that only 1% of all items purchased are still in use 6 months later? Each household also spends $1,266 on buying things that they never use. That's a lot of wasted money. So the chances are that in 6 months' time, you won't even be using your water pistol anymore. The average Australian creates over 2,000 kilograms of waste each year, and around $600 worth of food is wasted by each house each year. Maybe you could do a statistics investigation to consider the amount of waste that you and your family create and compare this with statistics from the rest of the country. By using statistics, you could consider how you contribute to this big mess.
You might incorporate numeracy into English, art and technology by considering the advertisements you see when you're shopping. In English, you could look at the words on the advertisements and how they are designed to catch your attention. Think back to the wording up to 50% off. The up to is really important here. In art class, you could look at the design and how the layout catches your attention. In technology class, you could actually design and create your own advertisement. Maybe in maths, you could look at having a budget and you could practice buying things with a certain amount of money from different catalogues. You might have a cooking class in science and you have to follow a recipe, or you might also do some in your cultural cooking lessons. Maybe you could double the recipe so that it would feed both you and your partner. Did you know you'd be using numeracy then? In physical education, you might consider the health benefits of the snakes or the chocolates you bought. What percentage of the chocolate is fat, sugar, carbohydrates and protein? Now, in humanities and social sciences, you might further explore the effect of waste and landfill and the effect it has on the environment. Now you can see how numeracy can be incorporated into all subject areas. This hopefully shows you how numeracy is very important